Hello, 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 this is Unshaped Adrian coming at you with the latest news and reviews. Nah, actually don't worry, I'm not going to be that guy. I thought I'd try a different format and I wanted to talk about a game I've been playing recently and also talk about some of the stuff that's been in the news recently. So first off, the game, SpaceBase DF9. This is available on Steam Early Access. It's £18.99 in the UK and it's by Double Fine. It's come out of their studio's idea of forgetting everything, taking 2 weeks to come up with some prototypes and then choosing the best, and this was one of them. It's obviously still in alpha at the moment, but it's pretty well rounded, and I initially thought £18.99 was quite a lot of money for an early access game, but actually I've got the game now. I'm never going to have to pay for it again, so it's not too bad. Anyway, let me show you the intro, and then we can talk about some of the things that have been in the news this week. So you've got your normal audio and video. Let's just change some of the volumes a little bit. Take the dialogue volume down. We've got autosave. Right. I don't know how to go back though. Escape. Audio and video. There doesn't seem to be anywhere to set your resolution. And I'm actually playing a game, but we're going to do a new base just to show you how the game starts out. So you get given this galactic map, and basically you've got to pick somewhere good on the map to send your little guys in their little pod. And you can see on the right, it gives you some indication as to what is at your cursor. And what we're looking for is a fairly decent stellar density. Close to a warp gate, and oh look, we've got some highs over here. Very close to a warp gate, threat factor semi-low, magnetic interference ridiculously low. That's a great idea. So stellar density is about the amount of stuff you can mine. Warp gate proximity is fairly obvious, and that's about how many people pop by. Threat factor, obviously not too many frightening aliens, and magnetic interference, I'm not really quite sure what that is, but extremely low sounds good. So let's go for that. So we choose that, and it gives you a bit of information about where it is, and then you can accept or decline over here. And when you accept, you get given the deploy button, you hit the big red button, and off you go. And it takes obviously some years, and for some reason you get to the zone where you've deployed to, and your little pod appears, which should happen momentarily. There we go. Got my 3 little men or women, and they have 8 minutes of air left. So we've got to build a base really, really quickly. So let's start out by building some rooms. So let's go over here. I just want to build a fairly decent sized airlock. I'll do that 5 by 5. And if you can see there, it tells you how big it is, so we do that. But we need to get some of our little guys to so when you select the outline, you then need to confirm, and then we need to get some of our little guys to build that. So you go into the roster and you kind of force them all into building mode, right? And I've actually got 3 fairly decent builders. I've got 1 3-star builder and 2 2-star builders, so that's cool. Just while we're on the roster page, you've got the technician, miner, security, bartender, and unassigned, and they've got different skill levels, and those skill levels will increase. And hopefully, while we're building, you'll see that they'll increase. So let's click done on that, and get our little guys and gals building the space base. Now, the whole point of this is you've got a limited amount of matter up here in the top right-hand corner, and you need to mine for more matter resources. Now you can zoom in and out with the mouse, and as you can see, we've got plenty of opportunity to mine. Right click and hold pans as well, so that's cool. And you've got your little pod as well. One of the nice things is that it gets quite complicated quite quickly with the view, so you can shrink the walls by doing K, and that gives you a kind of half height view, which is quite nice. Now, as soon as they built the floor, we can zone that. So we click on the floor, and it gives us into the zoning menu, and we choose airlock, because this is going to be our airlock, right? Okay, and then it does tell you what you need to do there. So we need to put 2 airlock doors and a spacesuit hangar in there. So let's go back, go to construct. Now we need to do object door, airlock door, and we need to plonk one here and one here. Confirm, and then they'll go off and build that. And we also need to put another object in there. We need to put in airlock spacesuit locker. So we drag that over here, and we can. Now I'm not sure what the red and the green are. For some reason we can't place that yet, and if we flip it, we still can't place it. There we go, we need to place it on the wall, that's why, so that's why it was showing red. And if you notice, the game's paused at the moment, so you're not wasting time under the guy's oxygen while you try to decide what to do. So let's confirm that. Right, let's build some more rooms, because we're obviously going to need another room here. Where's that? So we need to build another room here. And confirm that. And then we need a room as well for our oxygen generation. So let's build a what's that? 3x5. Let's build this out here. 5x5 again. Confirm that. And then we'll leave all the little guys building, and they can get on with it. So yeah, so what I thought I'd do with this series is while talking about a new game, I was also going to talk about some of the things that have been in the news this week that have kind of interested me. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was the kind of internet furore over the next-gen consoles. I'm quite into consoles. I'm not just a PC gamer. I'm quite into consoles, and so I'm quite interested in what's coming up with the new generation of consoles. And one of the things that's come up is the latest information they had about the resolutions that the two first-person shooters that are going to be available on release are going to run in. So Battlefield 4 is already out for the current gen and PC, and it will be out on release date for the next gen consoles. Battlefield 4 on Xbox One runs at 720p natively, and it runs at 900p, which is 1600 by 9 on PS4, and then they're upscaled to 1080p. Call of Duty Ghosts on Xbox One, that runs at 720p natively, and on PS4 apparently runs at 1080p natively. Now it's really interesting, because that means that fundamentally the PlayStation 4 is capable of a hell of a lot more graphical power than the Xbox One. So it's really kind of interesting. There's been a lot of people complaining about it, and I think the thing that a lot of people are missing and forgetting is that in comparison to the current generation of consoles, these games are going to run at 60 frames a second. So the increase in resolution is going to be amazing. The smoothness of the graphics is just going to be twice as good, because it's going to run at twice the kind of normal frame rates. So I'm thinking that it's going to be okay, and I'm to be honest, I think it's quite interesting from a technology point of view, where all this information's coming from, and you know how the internet's kind of made a fuss about it. But to me, I think the next gen consoles are going to look fantastic, and these are the first games, right? You remember what the Xbox 360 games were like and the PS3 games were like when the consoles first came out, and the amount of quality increase that happened through the life cycle of those consoles. The same thing's going to happen for the Xbox One and the PS4, and you know, maybe the PS4 is going to stay ahead of the game, maybe not, but you know, who knows. So I thought it was an interesting story. To me, I think both consoles are going to be great. Both consoles are going to have their pluses and minuses. You know, let's talk about pluses and minuses as well. So a couple of other pieces and things that are in the news were about what's going to happen with exclusives and stuff on these two consoles and what features they're going to have. But before we talk about that, let's get some of our guys mining, shall we? So we're going to the mine, and let's grab all of this, and we need to confirm, and we need to put a guy on mining duty. Now, who's our best miner? Anna is our best miner, so let's put her on mining duty. Done. And we need to build a refinery room as well. So let's, oh, we can't get that oxygen. Let's build a door first. Normal door. Let's put a door here. Okay, confirm. And then we need to construct a room here. And that's going to be our refinery room. And we need to make it a bit bigger, I think. There we go. Confirm that. And obviously we need to put a door into there as well. So let's grab a door. Put a door there as well. Okay, confirm. What we'll do is quickly go back to the roster. Let's keep Anna on builder duty while this gets done. Now, how much oxygen have we got left? And if you hover over one of your little guys, you'll see how much oxygen they've got left. They've got 2.5 minutes. So okay, so he's building equipment, so that's good. So he's oxygen okay, and he's in there, and the other two are outside. Where's the other guy gone? Over there. Cool. Okay. So as soon as this floor's built, we'll zone it for a refinery and get that finished. Yeah, so a couple of other interesting things about exclusives. Xbox One, Titan 4. Can't believe this, but that is going to be an exclusive for Xbox One, and that's going to be a major bonus for Microsoft as far as I can see. Titan 4 looks like it's going to be a stunning game, and I can't wait to get my hands on that when it comes out on Xbox One exclusively. It does look like there's wiggle room for the next episode in the series to be on both consoles, but to start with, it's going to be Xbox One only. So let's click on this floor. I will call that refinery. Done. And we need to build some refinery machinery in there. So refinery, matter refinery. See, that takes up all that room, but that's cool. That was spot on. Right, confirm. Okay. So those guys will carry on building that. The other interesting thing I saw about, which is not about an exclusive, but more about the capabilities of the console, was that the PlayStation 4, ironically enough, is not going to. Sorry about that glitch there. I just clicked out of the game. The PlayStation 4 is not going to be YouTube ready straight out of the bat, which is kind of interesting. It's going to be Twitch and one of the other streaming providers ready, but it's not going to be YouTube ready, and that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's all about streaming nowadays, and actually being able to stream on YouTube is a lot more difficult than it is on Twitch, I think, anyway, from how I understand it. And so in a way, I'm kind of not surprised, but yeah, it's just over on our guy. He's all right. He's got loads of oxygen. Everybody's good, right? Okay, so we're going to send some guys off mining now. So yeah, who else have we got miner? Well, let's have this guy as a miner, and we'll put this guy as a technician. Done. Okay. So yeah, so that was quite interesting. Apparently as well, it's not going to be able to play MP3s and stuff like that. I'm not really quite sure what the deal is there. It sounds like it might be a little bit Sony proprietary thing, but I couldn't really suss out the details of that, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out on that more next week, maybe, and the week after, and obviously when the console gets released. So we'll see how that goes. And the final piece of news I wanted to talk about was it's actually an old piece of news, which is this week I fell foul of Nintendo's attempts to monetize all of the Nintendo game console content. Let's just have a read of this quickly. So this is what happens. This is how we get new people, and this is why you need to be close to a warp gate. So we just shut them past your base and figured we'd stop by and give you a shout. Looks like we've got a pretty sweet base there. Nice going. We'd be happy to pitch in and help you guys get some chores done if we could crash for all. What do you say? So they sound pretty decent. So let's just say, yep, you can move in, no problem. Welcome aboard. And we should see a little man appear, or an alien in this case. Oh no, Brandon Baker, right. And there we go, right, okay, so that's how you get new people onto the roster. So, oh, sorry, it's a bit zoomed in there. Let's have a quick look at the roster. And Brandon is not very good at anything. well, never mind. Let's assign him to mining as well, shall we? And try and beef up his mining skills. And we will move Faguno back to builder, because we're going to need to build some more stuff in a minute. So yeah, I fell foul of Nintendo's monetization policy, and it's really hilarious because I recorded the initial intro to the new YouTube format over some gameplay of Super Mario World on SNES, and the video's been up for nearly a year, I think. It's only 30 seconds long. It's just an intro, and it's nothing really. And yeah, I got an email from YouTube saying blah blah blah, Nintendo, etc etc, and I just thought, oh, for goodness sake, this is ridiculous. What I'm slightly worried about is my current intro also has a bit of Super Mario World in, so I'm hoping that's not going to go enough to redo my whole intro again. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and it just goes to show how long that kind of stuff's taking to get picked up. So yes, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I hope you found that interesting, and I hope you found the intro to SpaceBase DF9 kind of interesting. Now, as you can see, my little guys don't seem to be doing anything. This guy is working out. This guy is working out. Now, people are refining stuff, which is good. Is my mat account going up? Who knows? But I need to make a place for these guys to live. So let's build another room. Let's plonk it on the corner of here, like so. Get one of the builders off and working, and we can make them a dormitory. So anyway, that's been my weekly news and views. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Cheers. Hi everyone, welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Island. I've been playing quite a bit, and just let me show you a quick look around, see what's been going on. I've just been doing some general housekeeping stuff. So I've chopped down all the trees here because I was running out of wood, planted some new saplings. I've taken out all the reeds there. And what else have I been doing? I've been basically, as I said at the end of the last episode, I've been just going around getting resources. So a couple of things. I made a diamond pickaxe with some of my diamonds, and got some obsidian to make an